Hey everybody, so I've been trucking for a while now in ATS, ETS, and put about 30,000 miles or so in each of the games respectively. And we've been using the trucking wheel just kind of mounted on our desk for majority of it. So just the other day we picked up this wheel stand 2.0 off of Amazon. I'll put an affiliate link down below. But I just wanted to, I haven't seen a review on one of these in the last year, some cases 3 years, and I've never seen a review or how it's connected to the actual truck wheel. So I just wanted to walk you guys through some of the tips and tricks on building the thing, but also on how the truck wheel actually connects to this stand, because in the description on Amazon you'll notice they do not mention anything about MOZA, and especially not about the truck wheel. So with that said, some of the key features of the stand, I guess, is obviously, as you see, it's sturdy, it's extremely heavy. I think it's about 50 pounds. And then included in the box, you get everything I have assembled, which is all I need, but you're also going to get a shifter mount, like a Jake brake or an E-brake mount as well. We don't have them connected currently. They're just kind of in our spare box pile, or spare parts pile. It also comes with the ability to add on a proper sim racing chair. So if you wanted to turn this stand into a full-fledged racing cockpit, if you will, you could. And Next Racing, or Next Level Racing, sells each of those parts modularly or independently. So you could just build on as you go about your journey and get deeper and deeper into the hobby. So with that said, let's go through some of the challenges with building the stand, because people never talk about that stuff. Let's see. So it is adjustable, and it'll go up and down based on where you put your screws at back here. When it comes, there's typically two screws on each side. You really only need one. That's what I have in here. The instructions will tell you to put on this top mount before adjusting the height. I highly recommend against that, because when you connect this mount, these arms do not like to move. They get extremely snug. So I would simply count your screw holes on the back of here, make sure it's lined up on both sides. That's why it's nice and level. Do your height adjustments before you put the mount on top. Trust me, save yourself the headache. It was a real pain. Another key feature of the stand is its ability to fold up, so it is extremely compact. And to do that, you would simply lift up on the wheel plate here, and you can see I still have everything connected. There's a little hole on the side, so you can put a screw in to secure it. And I just use one of these thumb screws here. You don't need a whole lot, and then it's all nice and secured. And to fold this thing up, it's simply like that, and you can see the wheel, the base, the pedals, everything is there. You could slide it up against the wall underneath of, I guess in a closet. I wouldn't say underneath of a bed, because it's still kind of bulky, but it is space saving. Nice little feature. Let me put this back down. So the next, as I mentioned, on Amazon, you will not hear their description talk about MOZA all that much. Mainly Thrustmaster, Logitech, the usual commercial guys in town. But as you know, most of us in trucking sims are either on a MOZA trucking wheel or some other version of something similar. So with the blinker kit installed, getting it on this mount was not the easiest thing. Once I figured it out, it wasn't too bad, but recommend to loosen up your two screws here at the top that hold the blinker kit on. You don't have to take them all the way out, but I loosened them so this kind of floats freely. And then on the bottom of the base, underneath here, I've got it secured with just two screws, because the plate is not pre-drilled for MOZA, and I didn't want to drill more holes. You could drill another two holes back here if you're really worried about it, but two screws in there so far has been more than sufficient for the R5. The base here at the top, or the plate here at the top, is adjustable. Right now I've got it on its max angle to kind of give the appropriate truck wheel posture. There is one other tweak you could do if you like the wheel to be a little bit higher, and that is to simply flip this take this base off, or the plate here, take this off, flip it completely around, reverse of what the instructions say. You only have one setting at that point, but it will be tilted a little bit higher to give you a little bit higher angle of attack on the wheel. So personal preference there. And then lastly, last thing to talk about here really is just my simple setup to reduce the amount of plugging and unplugging of wires to get trucking and get this thing into place. I've left the power cable and the pedal cable attached. Simply zip tied, ran them down the side, and then I've Velcroed my power brick on, just some little two-sided Velcro there. So when I want to go trucking, all I have to do, plug the power cable in, plug in my USB power, plug in the blinker stock from USB-C on the computer, and then I'm off and trucking. So 3 simple plugs, and then all the big bulky stuff stays on the unit. So hopefully this was helpful. That's kind of all the tips and tricks I have for this thing. So let me get it over to the desk and get it plugged in, and I'll show you what it looks like up against the desk. All right, everybody, this is the MOZA Truck Wheel bundle on the wheel stand 2.0. As you can see, I've got the blinkers and everything put on here, pushed up to my desk, which I measured. It's about 29 inches, just for reference. It's just highlighting what I've done here. You can see the blinker connections, the power connections, and those route to the computer, but otherwise, everything is ran down the left side of the stand, and I've just zip tied stuff off. Then you have the power brick, and then I've just, for quick disconnect, just unplugged that part of it, leave that part Velcroed on, and then you push this thing out, fold it up, and you're done. So I hope this video was helpful, and yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.